Hey guys, my name is Mary Ward and I'm the Assistant Professor of Graphic Design at MSU Northern, and I'm going to be teaching this class this summer, and I'm excited to work with you. And so I'm creating kind of a welcome video for this course. I'm going to go over the syllabus quickly, and so you get kind of an idea of what to expect with this course. And so here's our syllabus right here. This should be a fun course. This is an art history class. We talk about art. Art's kind of a fun subject. So I think, in the grand scheme of things, this is, if you're interested in art at all, and even if you don't think you are, you might actually end up being more interested than you thought you would be. So art history 160, global visual culture, summer 2022, 3 credit hours. My name, Mary Ward. This is my phone number. You can text me whenever you want. Just remember to include your name in the text. This is actually the fastest way to get a hold of me, especially during the summer. I actually prefer it to email during the summer months. But you can email me at my edu address or within Brightspace. So let's go over the course description. Global visual culture will be a journey into the concepts, processes, techniques, media, and terms used by artists of the past and of today. So we're going to be discussing art from around the globe to understand how art shapes culture. You can gain an understanding of the cultural visual language, and you should be able basically to identify and discuss the geographical and historical context of a variety of artworks. So you'll learn the process of critique and how to apply that to historic and modern works of art. So you'll become proficient in identifying the elements of art and the principles of design used in various artworks that you look at. So with the skills learned from this course, you'll be able to identify, understand, critique, and appreciate art from different historical time periods and geographic locations. So basically, you'll be able to look at different art from around the globe and maybe be able to tell where it's from. You'll be able to tell roughly what time period it might be from. You might be able to tell me or a friend some of the elements that the artist used, some of the principles of design that the artist used. And so you'll be able to understand the artwork a little bit better, and with understanding a lot of times comes appreciation. So course materials, you might want a notebook to take notes with. There are lecture videos that you can watch, and I highly suggest you watch those. They'll help reinforce the reading. With the lecture videos, you can watch them while you're cooking. You don't have to watch every single minute, but just turn it up so you can hear and then glance over to see the slides every so often. You can possibly do it at other times just to fill time, and you can listen and every so often look at the slide that I'm showing during the lecture. So I do suggest taking notes as well with those lecture videos if possible. Here's the book we're going to be using, Preble's Art Forms 12th edition by Patrick Frank. The publisher is Pearson. Here's the print ISBN number and the e-text ISBN number. Just make sure you get the 12th edition, copyright year 2019. This is what the cover looks like. You can also go anywhere online and get various different versions of the book. I mean, obviously the 12th edition, copyright year 2019 is the one you need to get, but you can get loose leaf versions, you can get the e-text, you can get the print. The MSU Northern bookstore also carries this book, so if you're in town in Havre, Montana, you can go to the MSU Northern bookstore and get it there. So here's the grades. Quizzes 30%, exercises, assignments, discussions, everything else 40%. Project number 1, 15%, project number 2, 15%. So we have 2 projects that are pretty major. They make up together a total of 30% of your overall grade. So those are very important projects. You do not want to skip doing those projects. You'll have quite a bit of, several weeks to work on each project though. So here's the course schedule. We do move quite quickly. This is a 5-week course. 3 credits in 5 weeks is very fast. So if you're wanting to knock 3 credits out quickly, this is the course for you. But if you're somebody that gets easily overwhelmed, then you may want to drop the course. I don't want to encourage people to drop, but I also want you to understand that if you don't feel like you can keep up with the pace of the class, it's better for you to drop it and possibly get a refund or a W instead of obviously a failing grade. So just remember, if this is too quick for you, then you can drop it, but you need to do that within the first day or two of the class. So with that being said, we'll take a look at this. I would say probably 1 to 2 hours a night spent on this class for the next 5 weeks, at least reading or doing something. If you skip a night, then you'll have a bigger chunk of time to make up later. So just a rough estimate of, the time commitment that you're looking at with this course for 5 weeks. Module number 1 starts June 6th. We go over chapter 1, module number 2, chapter 3, 4. Then week 2 starts, module number 3, chapter 5, module number 4, chapter 6, 7, and then project number 1 is due. And so with each of these weeks, there's 2 modules. Actually, week 3 is actually has 4 chapters that you have to read and 4 different quizzes that week. If you stay on task, if you stay on target, if you keep up with the class and the reading and the taking of the quizzes, then you should be fine. Just don't get behind, obviously. It's hard to catch up after you get behind. So week 4 will be a little lighter, 2 weeks, or 2 chapters during that week, and then another 3 chapters in the final week 5. So this class ends July 8th. So here's the grades. They're your typical grades. Typical grade scale. Just remember, D's aren't passing in college. I don't know, some students don't know that, so I just try to always say that. So your responsibilities as a student, you need to check Brightspace daily, read the announcement, read through the tasks outlined in the modules, week 1 through week 5. Those are found in the content area of the course. Complete the chapter readings every week and then take your quizzes every week, and then complete any additional assignments as outlined in the modules in a timely manner. So remember, you have 2 major projects for this class, project number 1 and 2. I'll go into more detail on those in a different video. And you'll need to be working on those simultaneously while you're still reading in the chapters. So just remember to not forget about project number 1 and 2. And don't fall behind, because it can be difficult to catch up, especially in this class because it moves quickly. Make sure you take reading seriously. We also provide lecture videos, or I also provide lecture videos for you to watch. They help reinforce the reading. Reading is still required, though, since I don't cover absolutely everything in my lecture video. Also, it's your responsibility as a student to ask questions if you're confused. Emailing me or texting me works well. Texting is the fastest way to get a hold of me. Late work, I do accept late work, but it will be automatically cut down a letter grade for being tardy, and then every week that passes, your grade will drop another letter grade. So just remember, I really appreciate it when everybody gets their work in on time. It just makes my job a lot easier. And so just remember that, when you get things in on time, it's good for you and it's good for me too. So attendance, obviously there's no attendance for this course since it's online. I don't have any scheduled office hours for this course. With that being said, I'm more than willing to meet with you in any format that you wish. We can meet via Zoom or in person if you live in Havre. You can text me or email me to set up a time to meet. And we can also talk on the phone. I've done that quite a bit, where I just talked on the phone with students, and that works pretty well. If you text me, just remember, include your name in the text. So this is the Academic Integrity and Misconduct Code. So you can read up through that on your own. Here's the accessibility statement. That's just for if you have a disability. Jonna Antonich, she's the one to get a hold of to help you out with that. Tutoring, available here. And then Brightspace technical support is available here. They're in Cowan Hall in Havre, but you can also call them or email them. So that is the syllabus. That is the course in a nutshell. And I look forward to getting to know some of you, and hopefully we can have some fun. I think we will. Talk to you later.